Good afternoon, everyone. So I've got some breaking news from Ukraine. It's out in mainstream media that the Russians have made a big advance in the east of the country and taken some key ground. I wanted to confirm this, so I spoke to my friend in Ukraine. He confirms it. What they're not saying on mainstream media, though, is the ground that the Russians have taken. It's key strategic ground because the ground itself has a main supply route, a road going through it. So the Ukrainians now are cut off from resupplying various areas in that region. So this comes as I said it would. That the Russians, as soon as this money had been, the aid package for the Ukrainians, as soon as that was announced, I said, guys, the Russians are they're gonna be pushing hard. Because they're going to want to make ground now before these weapons arrive and before the Ukrainians can mount a sustainable defense. What I think's key here is the timings of this and how they're pushing forwards, because it's only a matter of days, potentially weeks, before the new weapons get to the Ukrainians. So the Russians need to push through now. The danger here of these unpredicted probing strikes is if they manage to break through the front line, then there's absolutely nothing to stop the Russian, no physical geographical barrier to stop the Russians then from rolling straight through up to the River Dnipro. Now, if this happens, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's more likely now than it was yesterday. If this happens, NATO troops will be in Ukraine quicker than even I imagined. Also, it's come out that this push was preceded by a drone strike, and I'll come back onto the drones later. But there was a drone strike, and it's come out that it's hit a hotel that was housing. Now they're claiming, I don't know if this is true or not, but this is what they're claiming, that it hit a hotel housing English speaking, and they're calling them mercenaries. Now, the language here is key. A few things I get from this is, first of all, there's no mercenaries that I know of operating in Ukraine. Anybody that is a combatant for the Ukrainian side, they are part of the Ukrainian military. They've been signed in, they've got contracts, and they are Ukrainian military. The Ukrainian Foreign Legion, just like the French Foreign Legion, that is, so that's official. So you can't really call them mercenaries. So I'll put the link to this in the description, guys. So what I'm thinking is, I'm reading between the lines now, and this is just me thinking this, guys. This is total speculation. And I'm not saying it is, again, I am caveating the heck out of this, but if this is English-speaking special forces, in the sense that British, Americans, that we all know are operating there, then what you can expect to see is an absolute ratcheting up of the conflict, because the Russians will know they've done wrong. NATO will say, right, we're not having this. This is our guys, and everything's just going to escalate. Again, it could even happen before my predicted timeline. With the drone that did this strike was a Shahed drone. Now, these Shahed drones are made in Iran. So this just shows the posturing of countries coming together, forming alliances, forming manufacturing partnerships, forming tactical strategic partnerships. So now you've got pretty much Russia and Iran as partners, attacking and killing, as the report says, English-speaking combatants, whoever they are. Guys, I may have to do another video on this later as the situation develops, but let me know what you guys think in the comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.